Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Growing up in Las Vegas, there was a lot of perks. One of them was when I was a child, probably 7, 8, 9 years old, because my father had such a high position in the gaming industry, he got to meet a lot of celebrities and famous people. Well, he used to make barbecue on his days off, and you never knew who was going to come to the house to have the barbecue. And we've had guests like Johnny Russo, who played the son-in-law in The Godfather, come to the house for barbecued ribs. Frank Sinatra loved my dad's barbecue ribs, and he came quite a few times. And being a child, we were more interested in the car that they drove to the house, whether it be a Rolls Royce or a Corvette or whatever, than the actual person that was there. As a kid, you didn't really give a crap who Frank Sinatra was, but the cool car that he came up in. Same with Johnny Russo and his Rolls Royce. Anyways, I'm making the ribs the way my dad used to make them back in the old days that everybody loved. So we're calling them Dad's ribs. We're doing it next. Stick around. All right, so we got our Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's the beer choice that Dad used to use. And we're going to fill up our pot with about 1.5 cans to 2 cans, because we want to put our vegetable steamer in the pot and make sure that the beer doesn't exceed the length of the legs. So we'll put our steamer in and it will still be perfect. The beer is not leaking through. We're gonna hit it with some Pam so nothing sticks to it, makes cleanup easy. And then we're gonna put the heat on medium high and set our ribs into the pot. We'll pop the lid on and we're gonna let these ribs steam for about 45 minutes. So after 45 minutes, we'll come back and look at that, perfect. We'll take them out, put them in the tray, and we'll let those cool down for a few minutes before we cut them up into individual ribs. All right, so we'll let those sit. We'll get our cutting board out and a nice sharp chef knife. And we're going to slice these into individual ribs. And then we're going to place these
back into the baking pan. I've got my oven preheated to 300 degrees. So once we get these ribs cut up and put into the baking dish, we'll pop those into the oven. We're going to cover them with foil as well. And we're going to cook these for another hour. And while I'm finishing that up, if I can remind you to please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment if you can, it really helps. Hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes. We release a new video every Wednesday and Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, just so you know. And I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. So we got the ribs all cut up, and we're just going to place them into the baking pan. Get some aluminum foil, put that over the top nice and tight, and pop this into the oven. And while these are cooking, we'll get our barbecue sauce ready. So you're going to need a bowl and a bottle of your favorite barbecue sauce. I think I'm using Willie Stubbs Original, but you can use whatever sauce you and your family like. So once those ribs come out of the oven, we're gonna submerge them in the barbecue sauce, and then I put a rack over the top of the baking tray, and we're gonna place the ribs on the rack and then put those back in the oven for another hour at 300, turning them once. So at 30 minutes we'll turn them, and then we'll pull them out. We'll hit them with the little barbecue sauce again before we serve them. And you have Dad's famous barbecue ribs, the ones that everybody loved to come over and have, including Sinatra and Johnny Russo from The Godfather. Alright, hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video, and make these ribs. I think your family and you're all going to enjoy them. Have a good day. Thank you.